Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and look, I know it is Akron week. Tennessee set to take on Akron on Saturday. ESPN Plus going to be streaming only 7 p.m. Eastern time. And just a reminder, we'll be live immediately following that game. But look, I want to talk about Tennessee, Florida, and the reason is ESPN's FPI has predicted Tennessee to beat the Florida Gators. They've got it sitting at 78.4%. And I want to talk a little bit about that Tennessee-Florida matchup, how big that game is. It's been circled on the calendar all offseason. And I know what a lot of you are going to say. You're going to say, Boogie, we got to stay focused. We got to dial in. We got to be ready for Akron. No, we don't. Josh Heupel, this football team, they need to be dialed in and focused on Akron. For me, I'm looking ahead to Florida. I'm ready to go take care of business against the Gators. Tennessee is a 48-point favorite against Akron. If they don't go take care of Akron this weekend, then we might as well shut down the channel, burn the program down, and be done with it. They're favored by almost 50 points. Again, it's on Josh Heupel. It's on that coaching staff and that football team to be prepared, focused, and dialed in to go take on Akron. But I'm excited and looking ahead to that Florida game. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. But as always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, it helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. We are fans just like you. We don't pretend to know more than you or talk to you. We talk with you. So hope you'll come hang out with us and enjoy the channel. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live tomorrow, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, just like we are every single Tuesday for the fan call-in show. That's for all the members of the channel. You get an opportunity to come on and run the show for about an hour. Look forward to it. Going to be a lot of fun. Let's jump in and talk about this Florida game. Again, the reason I'm bringing this up so early, a lot of you guys messaging me saying, Boogie, have you seen the ESPN FPI? And it's got Tennessee favored at 78.4%. Now, what exactly is the FPI? It's a prediction football power index. It's a predictive rating system developed by ESPN that measures the team's strength and uses it to forecast game and season results. Now the FPI is around 75% accurate. It looks like it's 73.5% going back to 2021. So pretty accurate system, not 100%, but pretty accurate. What do they see that we don't? A lot of us Tennessee fans are scared of the Florida Gators. Kind of mixed emotion. Some of you guys feeling like we're going to take care of business. Others, we've got that battered VAWLS syndrome, right? We always expect to lose to Florida. But it comes down to me, Anthony Richardson. Which Anthony Richardson are we going to get? Now, you can say what you want about the two opponents that Florida has played so far in this 2022 season. You can talk about Utah being overrated. You know, they were ranked 7th when Florida played them. Now I think they've dropped down to 14th in the poll. Then you've also got Kentucky, who's bumped all the way up to 9th after beating the Gators on Saturday. Which Anthony Richardson do we get? Do we get the Anthony Richardson that was efficient throwing the football? He wasn't dynamic against Utah, but he was efficient. 17 of 24 for 168 yards. But he was very electric and dynamic with his feet. Had 11 carries for 106 yards and 3 touchdowns. Do we get that Anthony Richardson? Can we contain that Anthony Richardson? That was the big question coming out of that first week. And, you know, I've started making these emotional response videos every week because that's what we do as fans. We watch one game on one weekend and we put way too much into it. And coming out of that game, myself included, can we stop Anthony Richardson? That was the question coming out of week 1. Now let's talk about week 2. Kentucky comes to town, plays the Florida Gators inside the swamp, beats them 26-16. And what's the key to that victory? Anthony Richardson was terrible throwing the football. He wasn't efficient at all. 14 of 35, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. But for me, the key to that game is Kentucky was able to contain him on the ground. They held him to just 4 rushing yards on 6 attempts. So they kept him in the pocket. They contained him, didn't allow him to get out and run. So here in a couple of weeks, which Anthony Richardson shows up to take on the VAWLS inside of Neyland Stadium? Is he ready for that atmosphere? Both of those games took place in the swamp. Kentucky and Utah both traveled to Florida for that game. How does Anthony Richardson handle the environment inside of Neyland Stadium? Because, look, we're going to go take care of business against Akron on Saturday. We're going to go take care of business. Got to get some things cleaned up. That's what I want to see in this Akron game on Saturday. I want to see Hendon Hooker's accuracy dial in just a little bit. I want to see Cedric Tillman continue to ball out. He had ridiculous numbers last week against Pitt, but I want to see him clean up the mistakes. Stop making – there's been a lot of drops from the wide receivers, a couple of drops from the tight ends. Hendon Hooker struggled with accuracy. I want to see all that cleaned up. You got to clean up special teams. No more fumbles back there. Why is Trayvon Flowers in the game as a punt returner? He's not a guy that you would consider dynamic or electric with the ball in his hands. I would think he's back there because they have confidence that he's not going to make mistakes like he made against Pittsburgh. You've got to clean up the special teams mistakes. Chase McGrath, the exception. That kid was clutch against Pittsburgh. Huge to nail that 52-yard field goal. Absolutely huge. But you had a punt blocked. You had the fumbled punt. Got to clean that up. I want to see us get the running game going. Maybe we just line up and run the ball from start to finish for 60 straight minutes until we get it figured out. I thought Jalen Wright flashed at times. He looked pretty good against Pitt. Jabari Small struggled, man. He struggled running the football against Pitt. And Jalen Wright, if you're going to run hard, if you're going to look good out there, you got to protect the football because this coaching staff is not going to trust you to be out there. It doesn't matter if you average 5 yards a carry if you put the ball on the ground. You got to clean up the mistakes. That's all I want to see from the game against Akron on Saturday. But again, jumping back to the Gators, ESPN FPI favors Tennessee 78.4%. What do you think about that? Because we talked about the importance of that Pitt game, how crucial it was. And as I pull up the schedule here, getting that win, it's now in the rearview mirror. Florida is now the game that's circled. Florida is the biggest game on the schedule. Why do I say that? Because I feel like for this football program to continue the momentum, continue the upward trajectory in order to continue to build recruiting. And that's what we need. We need to continue to build recruiting. Dauber touched on the transfer portal during the postgame show. If we continue on this upward trajectory, I think they're going to be able to have some success adding guys in the portal. But the Florida game is a huge key if this football team wants to get to 8 or 9 wins. And to me, 8-4, 9-3, that's where we need to be to keep moving forward. Florida gives you an opportunity to do that. You go beat Florida. We talked about it all offseason. If you can start September 4-0, you set yourself up for a solid year because you look at the back end of the schedule. You look at UT Martin, Missouri, South Carolina, Vanderbilt. You feel pretty dang good. Pretty dang good about those games right now. South Carolina, watching what Spencer Rattler has done through a couple of games. I said this morning he threw for almost 400 yards against Arkansas. But I still like Tennessee to beat South Carolina. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. We'll see. It's a long way until November the 19th. So we'll know a little bit more about what South Carolina's made of. Does Spencer Rattler put it together? Or does he pack up and quit by the end of that season? Because, look, it's like I said, long way till November. But you get those first 4 wins in September. You find a way to go beat the Gators. And ESPN FPI likes Tennessee to do just that. Now you're talking about going on the road to play LSU, who is an absolute dumpster fire right now. Does Brian Kelly even have that football team together? Do they all transfer out before we even get to October? That game scared me, man. I had it as a toss-up when I was looking at my predictions, but really in the back of my mind, I thought it was a loss. Going on the road to play LSU is a tough, tough game. But if Tennessee beats Florida on September the 24th, they're going to have all the momentum in the world when they go on the road. They're going to feel like they are invincible. And don't even get me started if they're 5-0 going into that Alabama game. But the bottom line is it starts with Florida. You get to 4-0. Now you want to call LSU a toss-up. You want to call Kentucky a toss-up. And I'll even let you call South Carolina a toss-up. If that's the case, you go beat UT Martin. You go beat Missouri. You go beat Vanderbilt. That's your 7 wins. If you win one of those 3 toss-ups between LSU, Kentucky, South Carolina, you get to 8 wins. But 9 wins is very possible, and that is why this Florida game coming up in less than 2 weeks is so crucial to getting to 8-9 wins, keeping this thing rolling in the right direction. But what do you guys think of ESPN's FPI putting Tennessee at 78.4% as the favorites to beat the Gators inside of Neyland Stadium in a couple of weeks. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. As always, if you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. Also, if you want to be a participant in the NIL game, if you want to help in the world of recruiting, we can build a huge brand for Spire Sports Group. The link to that is in the description below. We're an official affiliate of Spire Sports Group. If you donate, contribute to them, you are helping in the world of recruiting, but also you get perks and benefits. You get access to video calls with student athletes. You get access to autographs. I know a lot of you guys in the chat that have supported. You've got Hendon Hooker autographs. Some of you have Cedric Tillman autographs. I think I heard somebody had a Jabari Small autograph. So you get all kinds of fun stuff if you support Spire Sports Group. But any and all support you guys give this channel, whether it's through merchandise, joining the channel, becoming a member, super chats, even if you just show up, listen, and smash the thumbs up, it is greatly appreciated. You guys make this channel what it is, and we are forever grateful for that. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.